I didn't have anything planned to say, so y'all have to bear with me. I just wanted to say some of my most important lessons that Doris taught me. I only knew her for 6 years, which I think is a shame. And many of you knew her for longer. And a theme has been that she taught everyone things that they are still keeping with them and that they will forever. And when I think of her, that's what I think of. And the saddest parts to me is that I still had a lot to learn from her, and that she will no longer be able to teach my son, and that I hope I can carry some of the lessons on. One, and I think this may be the most important thing, is that she taught me that it is okay to be crazy about a man. I mean, the way she talked about Ed every day was just beautiful, and she taught me that there's no shame in being in love with your sweetheart every day forever and telling everybody about it. She also taught me not to be scared of bugs, which I haven't quite gotten a handle on, but I'm sure I will, and I feel like that is very important. She taught me that it's okay to go outside and learn what every single bird in the trees were, and that when you're talking to children and playing with children, that to pick out things like that is so important in their lives. And she had was it a blue jay or a bluebird? A blue jay. That she somehow figured out that if you held out bread, it would come and land on your shoulder. And so she had all the grandkids outside holding that bread, and this blue jay was coming to get it. And those were the things that I would just sit and wonder and watch her and think, I would have never thought of that, but she was amazing in that way. She also taught me that it was okay that when your grown son walked in the door that you hug him and just cry because you hadn't seen him in a while. She just had that much love for her kids. And again, just the way that she was with children was amazing to me. And I remember meeting her, and Zach was little, and she would spend so much time doing little science experiments and things with him because she knew how much that he loved them, and she continued to do things like that. And those were just some really important things that she taught me, and that her voice continues to to teach me. So.
Good afternoon. Doris was a longtime member of this church, and we all enjoyed her company. She was an inspiration to all of us by her courage and the strength that she showed in fighting her illness. And we enjoyed knowing her and visiting with her and seeing her through this illness. She loved her home, her family. She always showed you pictures of the grandkids, and she was an inspiration to all of us. We shall all miss her and her friendly smile that she always showed. Thank you.
I hadn't planned to get up either, but Doris kept my daughter from the age of 3 to who knows when, but she stayed with me ever since and we've been friends ever since. And there are some little things that came up, like the bug that Ashley mentioned. The day a few weeks ago I was over there, and Callie was there, and I think Zach and maybe Jackson, and one of them came and said, "There's a roach in the bedroom." And Doris just nonchalantly, picked up or whatever, went in there and picked it up and flushed it in the toilet. And I thought, how calm can she be about a roach? When I grew up in Houston and it would pull down the bed and they'd come flying out and I'd have nightmares about them, And then the other thing that pissed me about Doris was her, I don't know how many of you know this if you didn't keep your child, but she was a profuse letter writer. Later on, emailer, but she kept writing little notes about what happened during the day. And I'd go pick up my daughter, and there'd be a little note. I'd get home and read it. How many times she pooped, how many times she took a bottle, and this and that. Just these little bitty things that at the time you think are kind of silly, but later on they become very important. And I stuck them all in my daughter's baby book, and luckily I gave the baby book to her before our house burned down, so at least that's part of Doris will still live on. But she was just a good communicator, and that was a really special thing about her all through the years. And the animals, there's something that were really fun to go, and there was Patches and Peaches, and forgive me, animals, if I forgot any of them, but she's with them now, and Roadkill, and then I guess Brown Sugar lives on. But they are always such a big part of the family, like just one of the kids she was raising and keeping. And I gotta say that now I'm in the town where she went to see an Elvis impersonator. I'm in Belton, where the expo center is, and where Jeannie is, and now when I go by there, I think about her, Elvis. And today I went by Garrison Park on the way over here, and I remember every summer she'd take the kids to swimming lessons. I mean, and then I think Zach got us life-saving thing, and she was really made sure those kids got their swimming lessons and knew how to swim, and I'm a swimmer, so I thought that was impressive. But Doris will live on in all of this, and one thing I wanted to make sure all the grandkids know is that when you think about her, she's thinking about you too, so just don't forget that. Thank you.